Downsizing and decluttering my plus size wardrobe seems to be an ongoing task. But with our move to Mexico and with us retiring, I really need to look at my wardrobe in a different way, a new way, one in which I really haven't had to think about before. I've been dressing in blazers and pants for years now. It's sort of been my signature look. It's really what I feel comfortable in. My go-to work outfit is typically a blazer, a t-shirt, and pants or jeans. And I started dressing this way in my mid-20s, in the mid-90s. Yes, I'm old. When I worked in a mostly male-dominated good old boy IT field. I'm big busted and I didn't want to limit my opportunities or propel me in the corporate world. I wanted people to notice that I'm a hard worker, I'm college educated, and I'm good at what I do rather than what's going on south of my head. So I have always dressed conservatively at work, showing very little, if any, cleavage. Over the years, it seems the dress code has relaxed at work and just in general. I mean, think about how many people you see in pajama pants or workout outfits that are on an airplane. I feel like the days are gone of dressing up before leaving the house. And if you saw my last vlog, I typically throw on a hat and maybe some lipstick on the weekends to run my errands. And in 2020, my dress code changed again. I was on camera a lot more. So it was business up top and then typically shorts down below. I was working on getting a promotion and I was in a women's leadership year-long class where I had to give presentations. Plus at that time, we didn't know if or when we'd go back to the office. A lot of people have been forced back to the office, but thankfully that wasn't my situation. And then I changed jobs in 2022 and I work mostly remote because my company operates out of state. I maybe go into a co-working location about 4 times a year. It used to be once a week and then kept spacing out where it was like once a month because my other coworkers would be sick or I would be sick and something would come up and we all couldn't be in the office at the same time. And come this June, I'll be working 100% remote when our co-working lease expires. I'm not on camera as much anymore, and when I am, it's never with clients. So I feel comfortable now in a t-shirt, a hoodie, when I'm on camera. Only if I'm going out to eat at a nice restaurant do I really make an effort to dress up. Doing these videos has really helped me be presentable a couple times a week. And a couple times a year, I may have to dress up for work. Also in 2020 and 2021, I made some changes to my wardrobe and I removed a lot of trendy items and veered towards more classics and neutral colors. I also invested in clothes that were sustainable and would last a long time rather than just a couple of wears. I scaled back on buying fast fashion, which is something I bought a ton of when I used to blog in 2008 when we lived in Connecticut. I guess I was trying to jump on the early influencer bandwagon. 2020 and 2021, they seemed to be when a lot of folks had more disposable income and nowhere to go. We hadn't yet seen the inflation that we've been dealing with for the past couple of years or so. So I stupidly spent money during that time on stuff like designer handbags and shoes and a few articles of clothing that I could actually fit in as a plus-sized woman. I started buying a lot of Anine t-shirts and other clothing. She's an LA designer. I even met Anine in Miami at a store opening a couple months before the world shut down. I incorporated a lot of Vince pants and sweaters into my wardrobe, as well as versatile pieces from Eileen. I've never been huge on wearing dresses, but when I do, I usually buy them from Tuckernuck. They're expensive, around 200 bucks, but they are size inclusive and they're cut right for my body shape, which is important to me. I'm also a fan of Veronica beard blazers. They're a brand that is somewhat size inclusive. Not everything is, but they've done better with size inclusivity with their Dickie style blazers. And with most of my clothes, I try to wait for a sale or get a coupon code by signing up for marketing emails, which can be dangerous. And I always check Rakuten before I buy anything online so that I can get a little bit of cash back quarterly. I started weeding out the H&M and the Zara pieces. They don't hold up very well. I did keep a few Banana Republic pieces like this one and a lot of J. Crew pieces. I get my shorts mostly from J. Crew, Eileen Fisher, sometimes Old Navy and Gap. But again, that fast fashion, it just wears out quicker, and I have to buy new shorts every couple of years. I stopped buying J. Crew graphic t-shirts because the material, it just kept getting thinner and thinner. And I kept getting holes around the belly button area in my t-shirts. I stopped buying Anine Being t-shirts as well. I thought that the quality was just not what it used to be for a $99 t-shirt. Although I usually waited until she had her biannual sales, and sometimes I would score some of my t-shirts for like $19. If I did bring in color, it was usually Lily Pulitzer pieces, but I struggle with their non-inclusive sizing, and sometimes what I feel is old lady Palm Beach styles. Before the show, Palm Royale made it cool to wear those styles again. I've never been a girly girl with my clothes, and I feel Lily Pulitzer caters to that crowd. And none of the dresses ever fit me, except back in 2015 when Lily Pulitzer collaborated with Target, and all items were size inclusive. But the quality lacked. You would think when the larger sizes sell out first, that companies would catch on and try to capture a market beyond a US size 12 or 14. I also prefer not to buy cheaply made handbags or polyurethane PU bags. Back in my 20s, I would buy Kate Spade and Dooney and Burke's. Once I started making a little more money and getting more credit cards with bigger limits, my taste, they shifted to Prada and Louis Vuitton. But I have to say, one of my most used bags is my Louis Vuitton Neverfull. I bought it used in 2019 off Fashion File for $800. That purse is the perfect bag for Florida. Because it's all canvas, it can handle Florida downpours in the summer months without looking like it's gone through anything. And Florida's weather, if you know Florida, it is all over the place. The sun could be shining when you go into Publix to go grocery shopping, and then in the afternoon, the thunderstorms roll in while you're at the checkout line and it's all black outside and just dumping inches of rain. And then 30 minutes later, it's sunny again. And the steam is just coming up from the asphalt because it's just so hot and humid. That bag has been my daily bag. It's been a travel bag. It fits really nicely underneath an airplane seat, and it never shows any marks or scratches. I beat that bag to hell, and it keeps on giving back. Another bag I use on the daily is a vintage Hermes Evelyn 33. This is not your outrageously priced Birkin or Kelly Quota bag. It's a simple black crossbody bag in Clemence leather. It has also been caught in rainstorms, and it wears beautifully. The bag is the first generation, so it doesn't have an adjustable strap or a back pocket. I think it's 20 years old. It might be older than that. But what I love about it is that it's lightweight. It hangs really nice and close on my body. I sometimes don't even know that I have it on. And just like the Neverfull, it fits everything. I recently bought a bandolier guitar strap with an eyeglass case attached to the strap, and swapped out the original Evelyn strap for this more functional bandolier one, and it works perfectly. I've been a big bandolier user for crossbody straps for my iPhone for at least 10 years now. So back to the closet clean out. I know in Mexico I'll need my shorts, I'll need my t-shirts. I practically live in those here in Florida. I'll need my flip-flops and sandals. Some of my sandals are very nice, but they're also very comfortable. Some of my fancier shoes, they're going to be hard to part with. To me, just like my handbags, they're little pieces of art. I love seeing them displayed on a shelf or in a case and being worn on occasion. To look at them makes me really happy. Are you guys like that too? Do you see your designer bags and your shoes as these little works of art? Well, that's how it is for me. The craftsmanship, the quality, the special detailing that you don't see on everyday pieces unless it's been so filtered down that a brand like Steve Madden copies and tries to recreate the design. And Steve Madden does not make comfortable shoes, in my opinion. But do I really need a pair of gold Gucci pumps in Mexico that are about half a size too big for me anyway, and that really only go with one or two of my outfits? Do I need green velvet-heeled sandals that annoy the shit out of me to buckle? Or 5 pairs of rag and bone sneakers that leave my feet feeling tired and sore after just a few hours? No! No, I don't! But there will be some pairs that I refuse to part with because I just love them so much. And I don't think you should have to part with something that really brings you joy, however materialistic it may seem to others. And my husband and I also don't think, even though I still do this, that women and men should have to apologize or not carry a more expensive item that brings them joy and that they have paid a lot for, or paid off on their credit cards after buying it, for fear of jealousy or envy from others. If you are in a position to have the means to buy something nice that makes you feel good, wear it. Wear it. When I did work in an office, I would cover up my higher end items because people would say things to me or give me looks. Comments from men and women. It must be nice to afford that bag. I'd get looks from peers or bosses or, ooh, nice bag. Or worse, I would fear that they would look at an item that I was carrying and felt I made enough, that they would justify not giving me a raise. So a lot of things I own never made it to the office. And I don't know if moving to Mexico will be the right place for some of my nicer items either. I also know that as a sign of respect, I'll be wearing pants anytime I need to go into a government office in Mexico. But I don't think I need 10 or however many pairs I have of black pants. So I'll be weeding those out and taking them to the consignment store to sell. I also need to pare down the amount of blazers I have. I don't see the need for a lot of blazers in Mexico. I'll keep the Veronica beard ones, the nicer ones, a couple of ones that fit me really well, and then I'll just sell the others. And I am a sucker for capes, even though they are impractical. My sister can attest to this. In fact, one Christmas, she sold me the cape off her back because I liked it so much. And then there's all my Tampa Bay Buccaneer stuff that actually takes up a whole drawer. I mean, I love me some Tom Brady, but he was only with us for a blink of an eye. And how many of you keep the boxes and bags that your shoes and handbags come in? They take up a ton of space, especially in my weird little closet that I have. So they've got to go. Bottom line is that I have cleared out a lot of items over the past couple of years, but I still have more to clear out to sell and declutter before a big move to Mexico. Thank you for watching this video. If you like my content, please be sure to like and subscribe so that I can continue to bring you more content. Hasta luego, my friends.